Welcome to Chloe's Kitchen, where you will learn step by step to make simple dishes which includes American, Caribbean, and not forgetting vegetarian on a budget. Each tutorial will include marinating for exquisite flavor. Also for people with busy lifestyles, instant and quick dish preparation under 30 minutes. So are we ready to prepare your first dish? Let's get busy in the kitchen. Today's dish is rice and peas with barbecue, chicken wings, and ribs, short ribs. First, you soak the ribs in vinegar water with some warm water or citrus flavor lemons. This takes all the blood and everything out of it. So you use regular vinegar. Then you put the wet seasoning to give it a flavor, an exquisite flavor. Then you mix it. Make sure that the wings are fully covered with that seasoning so you could have a good flavor whilst it's cooking. In a later video we will show you how to make that wet seasoning, which consists of celery, onion, garlic, thyme, and bay leaf. Then you add some garlic salt. We're gonna use a steak seasoning, molasses bacon from Grill Master for color. Smokehouse maple gives it a little sweet flavor. Onion powder and Montreal chicken. So now some seasoning salt and of course the wet seasoning for your flavor. So please don't be shy with the wet seasoning. You add 4 tablespoons of it and you stir. You do the same for your ribs. You add about 4 tablespoons of your wet seasoning. You mix it. You could use any spoon. Sprinkle some seasoning salt to taste. I would say maybe a teaspoon or a teaspoon and a half. Garlic salt, don't be shy with it. Onion powder, sprinkle. Don't be shy either with that. The smokehouse maple, which will give it a good, like a sweet flavor. The Montreal chicken, which is another form of seasoning salt, but with less salt. The molasses, that would give it some color. Chicken seasoning from Grill Master, and you mix all that with a little sprinkle of ginger flavored soy sauce. You don't have to use it, but I chose to use it for the ginger, and ginger is very good with meats. It gives it such a wonderful flavor. Now you mix all those ingredients. Make sure all the ribs are fully covered. Doesn't that look so tasteful? Make sure you mix everything in. Now with the tip of a knife, you stab the meat, or you puncture holes in the meat so that the flavor may penetrate better, so that when you take a bite you could taste all your spices and ingredients in the meat, not just on top or on the surface of the meat. You mix it again so that all the seasoning may penetrate those holes that you just made. I'm gonna add a little bit more of that ginger soy sauce so it can penetrate all the holes, penetrate the meat. This is what it looks like with all the seasonings added to it. And this is what the chicken looks like. As you can see, I have put both meats in two separate bowls because we will be cooking them in two separate dishes. Whilst the meats are marinating, I will prepare the instant rice and peas. You could find that at any grocery store. Follow the instructions in the back of the package, which are very easy instructions. I like to add butter to my rice. I would say maybe a tablespoon of rice. The reason for that is that I like my rice to be loose, not pasty or stuck to one another. And then you mix that and let it simmer until the water dries out. And you simmer that on a low fire. For electric stoves, I would say a medium fire or medium low. Then you cover and let it simmer. Now, for my short ribs, I use a pressure cooker. The pressure cooker is used to tenderize all different types of meats. Most people barbecue on the grill, but since it's winter, I can't use the grill. I've finely chopped some onions in there with some of the green seasoning and 3 tablespoons of oil. And I'm gonna let that simmer down. The pressure cooker, you could find that in any store. For those who don't have a pressure cooker, you can use a regular pot and just keep adding water to the meat and let it boil all the way down. Keep adding water until the meat is tender. But I find that the pressure cooker will take me less than 20 minutes to tenderize the meat, whereas the pot will take you probably an hour to 2 hours to tenderize the meat. You're going to stir the rice so that it may not stick at the bottom of the pot, and cover it back and let it finish steaming. Back to the pressure cooker. We're gonna stir. As you can see, everything has fried down. So we're gonna add our ribs to that mixture. And we're gonna let that simmer a little bit. While it's simmering, I'm going to add some water to that same bowl. I'm gonna add enough water to that bowl so that it may cover all the ribs. If you do get a pressure cooker, you put water to the line. There is a line where you can't go over that line while it's cooking. I'm going to stir it. Make sure that it has all the seasoning from the bottom, the mixture. And actually, I wanted to say that a pressure cooker could be bought at Walmart for about 20 bucks. Now I'm going to add the water, see, to the line. And it's better for you to use hot water instead of cold water. Make sure the pot is locked all the way, and you put the little cap on. If you don't put the cap on, everything will start spilling everywhere. And you let it pressure for about 15 minutes the most. For tougher meats, maybe 20 minutes. In the meantime, I have placed the chicken wings in a glass dish in the oven at 375. And after all the meats have been cooked, I painted some barbecue sauce with a little bit of smoke sauce. I've painted them on both sides, and this is the end product of the chicken. And this is the end product of my ribs. As you could see, it's falling off the bone. This is what pressure cooker does to the meat. This is some instant Spanish rice that I will teach you later on. And this is our plate. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Thanks for watching.